Now, up until this point, it's pretty much the proper order. You import clips, you mark the in and out points, you bring them into your timeline, and you finesse your timeline. In the next movies, I'm going to be doing a variety of steps that might happen in a variety of order. So don't worry if you put transitions in, or you put graphics in, or you work with the audio at different points during your edit. The bottom line is just understanding how to do them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a transition from the opening graphic to the opening shot. Now, if I play this, it's relatively smooth by just watching it.
Welcome to Delight Gluten-Free.
But I want to smooth it out even a little bit more, so we're going to put a dissolve in. Now, the dissolve is the default transition, and we'll learn how to change that later on in the course, but I can do that by simply floating my mouse over the edit point, right-clicking, and choosing the option of Apply Default Transitions. In this case, it's going to simply put a cross dissolve in, and I'll go ahead, press the space bar, and see how it looks.
Welcome to Delight Gluten-Free Eats.
Now that seemed to work very nicely. If you want to put a different type of transition in, you can find them in the Effects tab that's located right in the same area as your project bin. There is a folder here called Video Transitions, and if I click on the triangle and open that up, you can see the variety of transitions that you have available to you. So if you really didn't want to use a dissolve, maybe you wanted to do some sort of a wipe transition. I can simply select any of these transitions and drop it directly on the timeline. Now, if I had a transition there already, it would replace it, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and delete the transition that I put on by simply making sure I have my selection tool. I'm going to go here, and I want to select the transition, but I'm not quite zoomed in enough to really be able to grab the transition. You see that my cursor has changed to that Ripple Edit tool. I'm going to press the plus key a few more times. Then I can use the up and down arrow key to find my transition. And now it'll be easier for me to select the transition instead of doing a ripple or a roll type edit. Once it's selected, I can press the delete key and remove that transition from my timeline. Now let's go ahead and grab the barn doors wipe and drop it directly onto my clip and see how that looks.
Welcome to Delight Gluten-Free.
As you can see, it's very simple to drag and drop a transition into your timeline. If I really didn't like the barn door wipe, I could just grab any other transition, drag it right on top of the one that's already there, and swap them out.
Welcome to Delight Gluten-Free.
I like that a little bit better, and we'll explore how you can modify transitions later on in this course.